At Home with Tracy and the Big D. Our next artist is Kirsty Akers, and she joins us to talk about her 5th single from her album Under My Skin. The song is called That Ring Don't Fit My Hand, an interesting film clip.
Oh, thank you.
The puffy sleeves made a return.
They did, and the big hair and the big makeup.
So whose idea was it behind the film clip?
It was mine. I've always wanted to do an 80s sort of style music video. One of my favourite movies is The Wedding Singer. I don't know if you've seen that, with Adam Sandler. Totally set in the 80s, over the top, big hair. And I wanted to bring that sort of vibe to life. And the whole idea of the music video is, you know, it's set in the 80s, but it's at a family wedding where I'm a bridesmaid. And, you know, I'm the one that hasn't settled down yet. My mum's trying to set me up with the nerdy groomsmen and all that kind of thing. So we had so much fun making it. It was actually funny. The dress that I wore in it, it actually was off a website that's actually meant to be today's fashion.
Well, there you go.
Which I couldn't believe someone would actually wear that in real life now.
Well, the old songs seem to always keep coming back and back again, so why not the clothing?
Yeah, definitely.
So for those at home who haven't seen the film clip, you have to get on and have a look at this film clip. But the song, so when you're thinking about writing the song, because you wrote that with Trey Bruce, you'll have to tell us all about that.
Yeah.
But were you thinking about a film clip along that lines before you wrote it? How does that work out?
Sometimes it does, but for this one, no, it wasn't. I actually wrote this song a couple of years ago, and didn't actually picture how I'd do the music video at all for this one at the time when I was writing it. As you said, I wrote this with Trey Bruce. He's one of my favourite songwriters over in Nashville. We've written a lot of songs together throughout the years. I've been writing with him ever since my 2nd album. It literally is a song that just came about from, I was scrolling through Facebook one day and I saw a girl that I went to school with. She was about to have her 3rd child, and I was at the point where I was forgetting to feed my dog some days, and I was just thinking, God, we live such different lives. And I wrote the line in my phone, the very first line of the song, Shelley's 26, about to pop with her 3rd kid. And that's just where the song started from. I just brought that line up and it went from there. So, every time I write a song, it's different, I guess. You know, sometimes you start out with an idea or a song title or a melody, and then sometimes it's just totally a random line in my phone like that one.
And talking about like scrolling through Facebook, we've been doing a bit of scrolling ourselves, and it was so cute to see the ring that you made for your grandma.
Yeah. It's I normally go and visit her once a week and have lunch with her, but since they brought in the restrictions, I haven't seen her for about 6 or 7 weeks now. And so they just lifted their restrictions last Friday in New South Wales, where we could go and visit. You could have 2 people come and visit. So I had to go and see my nan straight away because I was missing her so much. And she pulled out, that little ring case and the little paper ring that I drew on the piece of paper in it. She's had it ever since I was about 5 years old. So, it was beautiful.
From something beautiful to something not so beautiful at the moment, of course, we're on the news of CMC being canned on Foxtel. Just absolutely horrible and devastating. And I wanted to talk to you about it tonight because your film clips are iconic. You always spend a lot of time, you and Jesse, putting together great film clips with the songs that complement them so much, all the way back to Knocked Up.
Thank you.
And they're great. We look forward to seeing them. What does this mean for an artist like you? We know YouTube and that sort of stuff's really important, but talk us through what that means to you as someone who devotes a fair bit of time and content into the film clip.
Yeah, well, to be honest, it's really devastating. You know, it's one thing that all of us Australian artists have had to sort of get our heads around, that our income stream has been literally cut off fully. We've not been able to do gigs. But now to also have this thrown in as well. CMC is such an amazing platform for Australian artists to get our music out there. And as you said, we've got YouTube and things like that. But it's not the same, as having a dedicated 24-hour-a-day platform that just plays music videos. And another thing, too, CMC is one of the highest royalty payers as well to artists. So I think a lot of artists are going to notice that missing from the income as well when you go from having your music videos played every day on a channel like that to then none at all. And I know they've said that they're going to have a replacement, which is going to be CMT. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. But if it's anything like CMT in the US, it's more a reality TV based programming and with a little bit of music. So we just have to hope that's not going to be the case over here, and it's going to be a lot more music based. And I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But it is really devastating. The likes of Tim Daly has been so supportive of Australian artists, and over the years, I think he's been there for 23 years now, and especially for someone like me. I honestly don't think I would be where I am now if it wasn't for CMC. I've had 9 number ones on CMC, so a lot of people discover you through that channel. You know, they'll flick it on a Saturday while they're doing the housework or whatever, and they discover your music, and then they're a fan for life. So a devastating day for Australian country music yesterday, finding out about that news.
Well, on the upside, people want to follow Kirsty Lee Akers and find out where, all the music that you've put out over the years. What's the best way of them learning more about you?
Yeah, well, definitely Facebook is a great platform for connecting with fans and connecting with the artists. So on there, of course, Instagram, and then when it comes to music, I'm old school and I like the hard copy CD, but a lot of people like to listen on things like Spotify. You can go on there and all my music's on Spotify, which is great. So you can go back to the very first album and then, of course, the latest album as well. And I've got a bunch of different playlists on there as well featuring my music. So anywhere online, it makes you wonder what we would do without technology. Pretty much find me anywhere like that, or my website, of course, which is www.kirstyleeakers.com.
Great to catch up with you. Good luck with everything. Let's hope they're out gigging very soon, and let's hope there's a platform for all of the artists to be playing their video clips, because you guys are the best at it. Kirsty Lee Akers' latest single is That Ring Don't Fit My Hand.